Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're sat at this, a view I don't think we've sat here before, so it's a new view and we get to see our trolley buses. In the distance somewhere there's one that just pulled out, I believe, and we get to see our trains, so two for the price of one there. Now we're going to start today with a little bit of sad news, expected news. For me, at least. Oh, there's our trolley bus. During testing, and this has happened several days now in a row, this has started to crash randomly. By randomly, it's obviously not. There's something causing it. However, I don't know what that is. And it's not while I'm doing anything. I can be sat here staring at the map like this, and it will just crash the desktop. No error logs, nothing. It's a proper hard crash. Given the complexity of the map and the amount of mods we have, it's not surprising. It's unfortunate, but for those of you who know Transport Fever, it's not surprising at all. Given that, we're going to have to start wrapping up. Yeah. It's always a shame when that happens, but it's usually a good sign that it's time to move on. It doesn't make it as enjoyable as it should be for the production side of things, because there's a lot of delay. I think it's a good time though. What we'll do today is we'll move the date on. We'll put some of those new locos on. I will be saving it frequently every time we make changes. I'll upload the save game to the map. It could be my PC. I don't know. I'll have to investigate. It does eat into my production time though when I've got to keep restarting. As those of you that play this off the workshop will know, it takes a little while to load up. Yeah, so that's happening now. And like I said, not just... sometimes it happens when I click a station. Sometimes it'll happen when I'm just admiring the view. Can you tell in my voice I'm a little upset? There was a few things I wanted to do that just to tidy up the map. However, it may not be the end of the world. There is the update due. I'm not running it yet, so it's not that. I would like to talk now about what happens after the Swiss series. We're going to the UK. Not sure where yet. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. There'll be a poll, and it will be available across all of my platforms. So Discord is where we're going to have the initial discussion. It is free, anybody can join. I haven't been in much of late. That is a bug. Can you see our freight train passing? That's a bug with the doors open. It's been a glitch for quite a while as well. Anyway, back to the next series. UK. Lots of discussion on where to recreate, and what we're going to do is take a section of the UK and recreate it faithfully as far as rail networks go. So all the junctions, it's going to be about half the size of real life, which allows us to fit in quite a bit, and it's going to be on the largest map possible. So that'll be a bit of fun. We're going to do that. And for the Swiss map, this one, I would like to see what you guys have been up to. I know some of you play it and have done things a little differently, so that would be a little bit of fun. I thought we could share that on the workshop, and then I'll take a look at your maps and we'll create some videos that will just appear randomly. Not too randomly, but they'll appear after the UK series or during. Maybe in the midway break or something, so that we can see what you've been up to. That gives you a lot of time if you haven't done it and want to see what I think or share your work with the thousands of people we have now on the channel. Does that sound fun? Do you want to get involved with that? If not, do you think you'll enjoy seeing what other people have come up with? But anyway, our money is climbing back up. We have the UI up. We're approaching $750 million again. That's great to see as it drops back down. We know it fluctuates anyway. We've got a full train. These are our money earners. Still being hauled by AE66. Go on. Did you get it right? I hope so. RE66. Never mind. Where am I getting AE from? I thought there was an AE. It's definitely not that one though. There are a few things I promised I would do though before we wrap up. First, I had an interesting comment, and this was noticed. My weird little track section down here when we had the plane ride. What is it? Well, it's a bit of myth busting. The comment was, why wasn't I using standard track, this stuff, in the mountains, because you can have sharper corners and steeper grades? Well, I don't know if it's because of the mods I run, and that is not true. This is the tightest angle that I made first with the standard track, and then I drew this with the fast track to see if it could do the same angle, because I was intrigued. I'd never heard that before. It could, I mean, technically, right, that could be possible, but I just wanted to prove that wasn't the case. In fact, if we go to the speed layout, you get a little bit more speed by using the faster track or the concrete sleepers than you would the standard or slower track, the wooden sleepers. And as for the grade, both the same. Again, it could be the mods I'm using. I need to check that out in vanilla. But yeah, that was the little test I was doing. That can go now. There we go. Experiment gone, but myth busted. For this playthrough anyway, it wouldn't matter not. In fact, it's better to have the faster track. The other thing that I never showed you, and I know at least some of you are interested, is how I created these rivers, because I always got them in and went, okay, that's enough of that, because it's a little bit tricky. But this one's a little bit easier, so I can show you that one. To continue this one, all I'd have to do is find a point down here, continue it off. There you go, gives it away there what's happening. Leaving it at the same depth will help you line up your textures. It doesn't have to be this deep. And then you can just continue this off, wiggle it around perhaps, have it snake around here, as rivers do, making their way down to the lake over there. And then you get your asset here. It's under the little palm tree. Here we go. And we're going to have to make sure we have the same texture, otherwise we get a few issues. Right, we'll go with that one. Now we can adjust this. Obviously, we're going with a bit of a curl here, but if we go from that point to this point, we can rotate this, extend it as much as we can, a little bit wider. I'm thinking it stretches the texture as well, which is a little bit awkward. We may need to make it a little smaller to fit them together, given what it's doing with the waves here. So maybe we can go with normal and that'll be closer. Yeah, it's ideal to do this all at the same time so that you can match the scale that you've got. Put that in there. Is that the right texture? I haven't quite got it lined up here. Probably doesn't need to overlap that much either. But yeah, you get the idea. It's obviously going to help if you level up the texture scale, so you're always using the same scale. But we could maybe get this working a little better. Let's try that. There we go. It's not the same, is it? It's not the same. I don't know whether you can edit these. No, you can't. Does that look a little better? Not bad. Not bad. You can barely tell. Look at that. We got it in, guys. There you go. I mean, we could change the river to suit that. For now, what I'm going to do is tidy that up by getting rid of that bit. So it just ends there for now. And obviously you can go in and remove the trees that are under the ground there. Just delete all those that are in the water. There we go. And you've got it. And you could paint the base of the river, whatever colour you wanted. It doesn't look too bad, does it? Tidy all that up. Take some of the edges off. And then I painted the edges with scree and rock reduce that right down and get your brush size down. And then you just go around, paint some scree on the side if you'd like. If you hold shift, you can paint over the any of the trees that force their own texture onto the side here. And then get your rock and go over the top of that just to give it a little bit of texture. Not bad. Right, let's get on with the episode. Should we hit play? I could have been hitting play on the date. I am trying to accumulate a little bit of money. Well, actually, that's not bad, is it? You can't tell. I'm proud of that. But it does take a while to get it lined up perfectly. And you could see the issues we had. Might as well watch out. German. It's not a shunter, but it is for us. Come by. I have been reliably informed. It's the jack of all trades for German locomotion. So that works, doesn't it? Lovely. There we go, guys. There we go. Slightly extended the river. Maybe you can have a go yourselves when the series is over, whenever that will be. Not too long. Not too long. I'll be taking a break. Not from the channel itself. Just from Transport Fever 2 while I prepare the new series. Because that's going to take a little while. A lot of research. Here we go. New unlocks. More buses. More liveries. Ooh. We have a fancy little ferry here that's probably going to get an update. What else do we have? More bus liveries. Oh, some little trucks for deliveries. That would be ideal. Oh, yes. Guys, I like that. Because we've got these. They're not really keeping up, and I've left it as is on purpose. There's a few things we can do here now, though. Now that we don't have that other line that comes in here, there's just two separate pickup points. What we can do, manage the vehicles on here. We'll swap these to those brand new ones we've got unlocked, which is the Scania R730 V8. Did I not see little tiny stubby ones? Oh, they're up here. They're up here. Scania R series. There you go. What are these? Scania R60 with company brands. And we've got these Scanias as well. And phase 2, rigid. That's what we need, isn't it? Rigid. This will be ideal. Ooh, you've got them with trailers as well. We're now going to have these wait until full. They couldn't before because they were sharing their bay platform. But we don't need to worry about that anymore. That's perfect, isn't it? Little trucks for deliveries like that, not the big ones. This one, I guess we could have something similar going on here. We're obviously going to need to tidy up the frequencies. Where's the rigid? There's a phase 1 and a phase 2. Oh, we could have just a non-branded one. There we go. Get you on there. That works, doesn't it? Just plain old trucks. I was told, I don't know whether it works on these ones, it definitely should work on the logging ones up here. How's the logging doing? There we go. There we go, we're almost on top of this. But Jones, the author of these wonderful trucks, said if I rename these, say to GT GT Transport, and then 001. We'll just name it that. Our number plate is customizable. If you name the truck, you get your own number plate on there. Not the best number plate in the world that I've come up with there. But yeah, isn't that wonderful? That's an excellent addition. I love that. Just by naming the truck. Here we go, GT Transport. And away it goes. I love that. I love that. Awesome. Oh, I guess you could do similar with trains for any budding modders out there. Where you could give your trains cereals. Cereals? Yes, like, I don't know, Frosties or something. Other brands of cereal are available for serial numbers. That would be a nice touch. Maybe you can, and I just haven't found them. Anyway, we unlocked a whole bunch of new liveries, so we're going to change some of these. On this one, we're going to change it to one of these, and I did notice, if you scroll down here, pantograph Swiss. Isn't that wonderful? So we can have actual Swiss pantographs on. I'm going to give this one of those and replace that one. And then we'll take this one and give it the other livery that we've got, just to mix it up and have things a little different. Where is it? This one? We'll have cargo on that one. SBB cargo. And that should just give a little bit of variety when you see trains go by. There we go. There's the new livery. Cross rail. I do like the livery, regardless of whether it runs on this line or ever would. It looks the part. You see the doors have closed now. Sometimes when they come out the depot or you change their direction, they'll leave their doors open, which is what the issue was, or the bug glitch. We did get loads of new buses as well, didn't we? Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's the original livery that we had. Ooh, this train isn't keeping up. Do we have two? Well, not that line. You need to click on freight. Do we have two on here? We don't. Right. Manage vehicle. We need another one of those. And since we're into changing liveries, RE486 BLS. This is BLS cargo. Do we have them with Swiss? I would imagine that is the Swiss pantograph. Do you know what, guys? There we go. We'll add that one on. Let's go and take a look at that one. I don't know where he'll be. Coming out the depot. There he goes. BLS cargo. Does that look better? I don't know what this is on the side. Is that what was on there? Is that their logo? Does that look the part? I think that's awesome. I'm all sorts of happy. This train here, our mountain railway, it is, on purpose, delayed in its upgrade. There is a multiple unit I wish to put on there that I do have and will unlock shortly, hopefully. And so we'll get that on there as well. The other thing was to put on the little minibuses. However, that's not going to be here, is it? Because they are super busy. Dear oh dear. They are mega busy. Do we have any different buses? Manage vehicle. We did unlock a whole bunch of stuff. Well, we have this one. That carries slightly more. There's this as well. I'm going to go with the bigger one. There we go. Post bus. Is this a modern bus? Oh, I like it. Look at this. That's fancy. London Road. Everywhere. London Road. Nice sound effects. I heard the little beeps on the door. Do we like that one? Looks the part, doesn't it? Very quiet. Very quiet. Yes, minibuses. They'll be good up here, wouldn't they? There's not many people on these. Because we've got these little buses at the moment that carry 9. There's only 2 running it. Perhaps we can replace it with... Oh, Mercedes Sprinter in Postbus? Is that? No, BLT. Bacon, lettuce and tomato. Awesome. That's obviously not what that means. Where's our Postbus variant? Up here. How many do you carry? 5? Well, I mean, possibly. Put that on there. How does that look? Where's our little minibuses? I think they'll do the trick. Oh, we've got them going around the other way as well. That's lovely. Right, that's why we've only got 2 on there. We'll have those as the other one. There we go. Little Mercedes minibus up in the mountains here. We could do the same over the other side, couldn't we? Maybe we can put this one in. Oh, no, that's not Postbus. We said we're going to have Postbus up here. What are these ones? These are new. Oh, do you know what? We'll put those ones. Are those the little mini versions of the other ones? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I love it. Yeah, they carry slightly more because we don't have them going clockwise and counterclockwise. So I like that one. Perfect, guys. We're due to unlock some more vehicles soon. There's so much to fit in. Over here, we have really old buses. So I would say it's about time these got an update. And if anybody is running empty, we'll sell you. Like you, for instance. There we go. And then we'll replace these with those ones, shall we? These are in the service of ZVB on the road on less frequented services. There we go. This is very much less frequented. 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 Leave it alone, Grand. And we've got our purple bus over here that we coloured after Twitch, even though I don't appear on there very often. What else have we got? Dear oh dear. Well, we should close this and then take a look. Another minibus. There we go. And another post bus, but much bigger. These are Scanias as well. Okay. Is this busy? Not at the moment. I'm thinking about adding that little line today that goes through here that we put in ages ago. We may need to rework this station though. And I've still had an idea about this, is removing this and having some sort of shuttle service up to this station instead, and having multiple platforms, and then having trucks deal with it over here. Given the stability of the map at the moment, I'm going to say nay on that one. It would be lovely though. I'm tempted. Maybe we can get it hooked up. Same with that triple bridge. Should we get one of those new buses on here? They're not very busy, so whatever we put on here doesn't need to be busy at all, does it? That should do. Should we replace them all with that? Or, yeah, I don't know, 5 people. How busy does... It might not be busy because we're on top of things. Or we need a loop going the other way. We could try these. They carry 9. They've got a little thing on the back. Let's do that. They're going to be in purple though, aren't they? Which isn't too bad. Here we go. Oh, those are great. Manage vehicle. Get rid of their colour. Let's see what they look like in the default livery. There we go. That is a bizarre contraption. I'll take it. Do they exist? Obviously, they must do. That's kind of awesome. I would like to have a go on one and sit in the back there. I wouldn't feel very safe. Like sitting in one of those rickety trailers. Anywho, there was some umming and ahhing on whether we should do a rework of this section. It is getting a bit busy. You see it's a bottleneck. A lot of the times our trains will be waiting on each other. In this scenario, this train would be scooting past our freight train if we had the third track. The question is, can it be done? Relatively easy. What I should do though is save that. There we go, we're all saved. We're going to redo this. And there are some of you out there who are a little bit disappointed you didn't get to see this Junction rework. However, what I knew was going to happen is this third track, which is then going to change this spaghetti mess once more. So that's why it was left initially. However, you're going to get to see it, hopefully, get sorted out today. How does it look? Is it too bad? Oh, do you know, it works. Straight away, just like that. Oh, I love it. It actually works, guys. Should we try and get this in then? We're definitely going to need to pause it to rework this junction, unfortunately. I would like to get closer to modern times. But, there we go. This will be our freight line or our slow line. We need to rework this entire section. And thus why I wasn't overly worried about you missing out on the original build. Because this can technically go direct into here. And this looks okay from this point. Yeah, it's not super quick, but it doesn't need to be. That's going across like so. Now, we do have some things to do at this point. We have another through track here, which could be for either our freight or our express. I would say the freight train can go round the express. At the moment, we don't stop here. So both of these that share this line are through trains, which is why I'm not too worried about it. However, if we do consider running that later, this would have to go in roughly with this one. The question is, would it slow down too much? Possibly. Well, this doesn't need to be here. Nothing uses this. We're going to tidy the junction up. I would like to put in the track at some point to have access across there from here. However, it's not urgent. There we go. That's nice and smooth, isn't it? Going across there. Yes. I don't think we could get across over to there, though. It's a bit risky. No, there's a lot of junction going on here. We might be able to work it, but it does seem pointless because if you were going to go from here, anywhere from this side, over to that side, you would get onto these tracks. So the junction work for crossing is over here. There'll be no need for trains to turn around here. Is that it? I think it is. There we go. Yes. That should be it, shouldn't it? Our grey train is not going to be able to get over just yet because we haven't connected this up. We could leave the junction in or redraw it would be a better idea. We'll do it how it should be first and then how it was afterwards so that we can get the catenary looking the part. It doesn't matter how quick it is now. There we go. Does it use it? There we go. We've separated our freight. Also, these signals are not required anymore, are they? We're going to have these. It's a very busy junction, so we'll have 4. We'll stick it on caution as well, as there possibly would be something going on at all times. And we'll get our Ks here. Slow down, passing that signal. This can have... Well, that doesn't need to... Well, it can stay there, actually. Yeah, we'll stick that there. And then we'll have another signal up here. We can get rid of this and this and change them to our Swiss signals. I think there's enough room up here for them. One there, and then one over there. These should be one way. Grand. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can't really get to this point going in the opposite direction. Right, let's get these in. One there, and one over on that side. There we go. We're even getting our nice new Swiss signals in, which didn't exist when we built this originally. They weren't on the workshop, as far as I know. One there, and one there. Put one up here, a short one, possibly. I'd love to see some gantry versions of these. They would be so cool. I don't know whether they have them, though, in Switzerland. I'm sure they do have gantries. But I wouldn't be 100%. These are a bit on the wonk, aren't they? I would like those lined up better. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but there we go. That's tidier. If it can be done, why not do it? Right, there and there. Going into the stations. Beautiful. Looking tidier. Right, we can have a signal here. We may as well line it up with this one, even though it doesn't... Oh, wait, you're going the other way. So it doesn't matter. No, you're never going to need that. This is one way now. Heading out that way, which we have a signal for there. So, what are we missing? A signal here that we're not currently using. We can put one back in, though. And we can reuse the ones we had before here, since we have the gantry going over the top there. There we go. That does need to be two-way, because I believe you can get across here. Yeah, especially if we turn that into a double slip switch. There we go. Yeah, we can get across all ways from here. Even gives us a little crossover at that point. They shouldn't use it. Let's hope they don't. No, they don't. We do have a spare line here, but like I said, both of these go through. So they're not really required to cross over onto this one. However, at some point, that is an option, isn't it? To have this as a bypass or an actual platform in use by the express and have the freight train divert that way, or even continue that way and our passenger express to stop on these two island platforms. We'll see. Hit play. Does that work? All the moaning has subsided. Rightly so, because it was a bit of a mess. There we go. Off it goes. There goes our express. I'm going to quickly pause that and save it again. Yep. I don't trust it. All saved. We're in 2010. Anything else we'd like to do today? I mean, there is so much to do. Technically, I know exactly what we can do. Get here. These. Not that one. We can change the locos on these. That would be kind of nice. Manage vehicles. What we got? We'll get all of them. We're going to get rid of all of these locos and change them to something more appropriate. Electric locos. Let's see what we've got. These are all BLS. We have BLS here. What are these? We don't have much room up here. DB. Bremen to hand. Not those. So not that one. What do we got here? Swiss pantograph. This does have a Swiss pantograph on. It's the BLS freight. Well, this is the only one we've got that we can use, technically. We've got some up here as well, but they've got the Italian pantograph on them. Do you know, I sort of like what we've got up here. Where are they? The German ones might work. But we do have the Swiss. Is this the Swiss one? Where's the Swiss one? It was on its own, wasn't it? Or have they bunched up now? I think they might have grouped up. Yeah, everything's moved around already. I'll find it, guys. I'll find it. Everything changes. Everything changes. I think it's these, isn't it? These are the Swiss ones. Yes. We'll get you on there. What else could we use? There was this one with the German pantograph. I would like to use one of these. Just to mix it up. They might not run here, but I would like to mix it up a little bit. There we go. We'll put one of those on there. What's Dolly going to get? Do we have any other ones? Are these tracks too as well? They are. We'll try and keep the pantograph to something that would be used. There we go. We'll use this one. Euro Cargo Rail. I just want to see the liveries going around our track. And then we can enjoy some variety, can't we? So we've got all the liveries on here. Not how I'd usually play. But given we're not going to have much chance to add some more services on, we're going to make the most of the liveries on our current services. I do like that idea. So there we go, guys. We've now got a triple track here, which should tidy this up no end. The thing is, although our freight isn't extremely frequent, our passenger services are. There's quite a lot of passenger trains that go through here, and we have now added these local frequent cargo services. They're not, or freight services, they're not overly frequent, but they may become more so. I'm gonna have to check. Someone did mention in the comments, should we limit what they take? I'm gonna leave it as is. Oh, there's one of our new liveries. Oh, it's the same one we've got running on that. I still like it though. I still like it. So the suggestion was that we split the amount that it picks up, so it can only pick up 50% of its capacity as goods, and what's the other one? Machines? Yeah, and 50 as machines, I believe. So, food. It's food, isn't it? Yes, food. 50% food and 50% machines. It's not a bad idea. Oh, have these bunched up? No, this is going the other way. That's lovely. That's the one going back over the mountain. It's going over the mountain just so it can avoid the rest of the traffic. We do have some more towns that will accept goods, so we may do that before we finish up the series, or I could leave that for you to have a go at and have something to do on the map should you want a little bit of a challenge. Guys, I love this map. It's been a series I've thoroughly enjoyed. Like I said, I'm going to try and get a few more episodes out of it. And then we've got the inevitable Cab Ride Central to do. And then I'll start planning the next series and chatting with you guys over in Discord, where we'll narrow down our selection in the UK. And then all of you will get a chance to vote. It'll be a poll, a combined poll available to everyone, whether it's on Twitter, YouTube, or Discord, and Facebook, of course, as well. All the links for those are on my main channel page, if you did not know. There goes our trucks. I got this the wrong way round, by the way. That was pointed out. It is picking up quite a few. Yeah, this is the wrong way round. It's supposed to be the other side. I mean, we could leave that as scenery and put some decoration on it. And then on this side, add a cargo platform. And what is it picking up? Tools. It doesn't really need dry storage. But we could do it. Why not? We can afford it. And then over there we could add some things as well. But we'll just leave it like that. And then we'll swap them over to this platform. There we go. Nice and easy. Terminals. Please stop on 1. There we go. That should move all our tools under the coverings there. And our trucks will do the correct thing. This kind of works though, because it would be a big old freight area, wouldn't it? And you could scenery it up over the top there. Do we like that? Are we all set? The idea, and it was a suggestion in the comments that we could remove this and put it over here, is we have this freighty area over this side. It would mean an extra service that ships between the two, but it would be full both directions. You could even have it as the delivery truck, so that these trucks just bypass the in-town delivery, and we could have smaller trucks running it. It's an idea, guys. You could extend this station out. Here we go. What we got? Oh, a bunch of new liveries. Again, oh, these are nice. These are Swiss liveries, aren't they? New Domino 3-piece set. 3-piece set. Wait a minute. 3-piece? Is that new? Guys, something to look forward to in the next episode. So there is going to be another episode, at least. We're going to... Well, there's going to be at least a couple of more episodes. We'll probably be finishing up somewhere mid-February. So yes, still a lot to look forward to. Should we get on board one of our trains? Which one? It doesn't matter, does it? Something that's going to be passing through busyness. What on earth is going on over here? That is busy. Oh, we extended the line, but not the trains. We do have those new ones, but I think what we need to do is add another train on there. Yes, should we get on board that? We haven't been on board this one for quite a while. I like the idea. Right, I'm going to pause the date so we don't miss anything during our cab ride. We can just enjoy the view and not worry about unlocks. Guys, we're on board our Steffisburg to Interlaken commuter. There goes one of our new liveries. It's the logging train. Or no, plank train that goes through the base tunnel. There's an aircraft there in the distance. We can't change those, unfortunately, as the flight paths are a pain in the rear to get sorted. There are no ways to divert your planes mid-flight. It just does what it wants to do. And with a map such as this one, with high mountains, it, as we saw during the series, they like to drive on the mountain itself rather than fly around it or over it. So yes, we're stuck with those. But that leads me nicely onto the next series, which is coming up, I don't know when to be precise, but this series will last probably until mid-February, barring any disasters on the map, such as it never being able to be loaded in again. And after that we go to the UK, and that's going to be the biggest map possible, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a little different than this, not too different in the sense that it'll be fun, but it will be a different challenge completely. And I'm hoping we can still make it profitable. That's a twist on what I usually do. Yes. The design phase may be with no cost on to set it all up, but then we've got to make real rail work in game. That would be a bit of fun in itself. I like this route. We haven't been on it for a while. And as we come round here, we might see a glimpse of the lake. We've got so many new vehicles to put on, including a new ferry, some new buses. We've got those 3-car variants of the little train that we have running up the mountain, they may be profitable. With transport fever, the issue we have is that power cars are really expensive. I'm not sure if you can have a better ratio on power costs. I think you can set your own costs, so it just may need a little bit of balancing. It matters not. The new one might do the job. It's a 3-car set. May introduce the passenger car for all of our services that we have running and using that consist. That will be cool. We could maybe make those profitable for the first time ever. Yeah, something to look forward to. Still plenty to do. Thank you for watching, guys. And until next time, take care.